Good afternoon, Monarchs fans. We are here at the Homeschool World Series for game number 3 that will pit the Middle Tennessee Monarchs versus the Houston Northside Falcons. Today is the start of what are called the Q games. The Monarchs, even though we went 0-2 yesterday, were able to make it as the 16th seed in the Q games. So we are now playing the number 1 seed of the Q games, the Houston Northside Falcons, and they are the 2017 Homeschool World Series champions. Long-time attendees here at the Homeschool World Series, just like the Monarchs. So because we went 0-2 and they went 2-0, we actually would have to beat them twice to make it into Division I. But we're guaranteed to be at least in Division II. If we win this game, we play them again on Thursday. If we lose this game, we immediately go to the Division II bracket, which we'll play on Thursday as well. So no matter what, we're playing on Thursday, either a second game against the Falcons or our Division II bracket game. Monarchs are switching some things up here. I'm looking, looks like we might be switching some lineups around and everything. I'll get the lineups for you here in just a few minutes. The Falcons went 2-0 yesterday and ended up being the top seed based on their record and on the number of runs allowed over those 2 games. Up to bat for the Monarchs, leading off in this game, is senior number 17, Harrison Adelgren. First pitch inside for a ball. Next pitch up high for ball 2. 2-0 on Harrison. Third pitch, fly ball. Going deep at the fence. At the bounces of the fence. Harrison's going to be in there with a double. Round second and holds there. Boy, he gave that one a ride. That had a chance of going out there for just a minute. So Harrison's on with a leadoff double. Brings up number 9, junior Rodney Bakken. Can you hear me okay? Is it coming through? Okay. So runner at second, nobody out. First pitch up high for ball 1. On the base, coaching the bases today, third base coach is assistant coach Mark Pelletier, assistant coach Terry Tarpley on first base, and head coach Tim Heldman in the dugout. Next pitch, Rodney tried to check his swing, fouled it off for strike 1. Another beautiful day today in Arbondale. A little cloudier than it was yesterday. Wind still gusting like it was. We're gusting from behind us and out toward right field. Next pitch catches the outside corner for strike 2. 1-2 on Rodney. Inside for ball 2. 2-2. Up high, ball 3. Pitching for the Falcons today is senior number 14, Joel Harden. Behind the plate, number 17, Tanner Shelty, excuse me. No, Shillette. I'll get it right here. Swinging strike 3, got him with the curveball out of the zone. So out number 1 for the Monarchs brings up number 23, Landon Schrader. For the Falcons on the infield, first baseman is senior Caleb Garcia. Second baseman, senior Carl Schockman. Shortstop, senior Ethan Harrington. First pitch down low for ball 1. Third baseman, senior number 15, Bradley Davis. Harrison goes and steals easily. Ball 2. 2-0. Harrison takes his base without a throw. Got a great jump. Pitcher wasn't paying attention to him. Next pitch down low for ball 3. Gets away from the catcher, but not enough. In the outfield for the Falcons, left field number 3, Jackson Novak. In center field, number 24, Joe Johnson. And in right field, number 10, Caleb Kaneda. Falcons coach is going to go out and talk to his senior pitcher. All right, and the conference at the mound is over, and we're back to play. 3-0 count on Landon. Let's see if he gets the green light here. High and outside for ball 4, and he takes his base. So runners on first and third, 1 out, brings up number 22, third baseman Caleb Fouth. Pitch high and inside for ball 1. Landon not going at first. Might change here with a first pitch ball. Got a decent sized lead. Nope, not going. Next pitch is in. Oh, catches the inside corner for strike 1. 1-1 on Caleb. Looked a little inside from my perspective, but I'm a little bit offset from being directly behind home plate. Next pitch, fly ball. Center field, the right fielder's having a hard time with it. Coming home, Harrison's going to get in standing up, and the Monarchs take an early 1-0 lead. Nice deep fly ball by Caleb to right center field. The right fielder got it, but no chance of getting Harrison. So 1-0 Monarchs, 2 outs, Landon at first base. And up to bat, left fielder number 41, Henry Wolf. Landon dives back in. Might need to keep his lead a little bit shorter with the left-handed pitcher on the mound. No, it's fine. First pitch is outside for a ball. That pitch in there for a called strike. 1-1. You might be able to hear some other games in the background. We've got three other games, going on right now at the field. Swinging strike 2. 1-2 now on Henry. Swinging strike 3, and Henry goes down on strikes. But the Monarchs put 1 run on the board on the leadoff double by Harrison. Heading to the bottom of the first, Monarchs up 1-0. Defensively for the Monarchs, on the mound today, junior number 9, Rodney Bakken. Behind the plate, senior number 18, Seth Fetchy. On first base, we have junior number 7, Tyler Holt. Senior number 17, Harrison Adelgren. Nope, sorry, got that backwards. We got Landon Trader. Junior number 23, Landon Trader at second. Senior number 17, Harrison Adelgren over at shortstop. Sophomore number 22, Caleb Fouth at third. Up to bat first for the Falcons here in the bottom of the first, number 24, Joe Johnson, their center fielder. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. In the outfield for the Monarchs, sophomore number 41, Henry Wolf in left. Senior number... Nope, hold on. Next pitch, fly ball, back over Henry's head at the fence. Throws it into Harrison, and Johnson's going to be in there with a stand-up triple. After the deep fly ball all the way to the fence. Brings up their right fielder, number 10, Caleb Kaneda. In center field we have number 2, Win Fleming. And in right field, number 24, William Fields. First pitch, outside corner for a strike. Next pitch low, blocked by Seth, keeps it in front of him. Keeps the run from coming in. 1-1 on the batter. Next pitch, line drive to center field. Win drops in front of him and allows the run to come in on the RBI single. Nice solid line drive to short center field. Wynn gets it in quickly to hold him to a single. Brings up their designated hitter, number 1, Yavin Coleman, or maybe Yavin Coleman. First pitch curveball in there for a strike. Not a very big lead for at first. He goes. Hit and run, pop up into right field. William running for it. Oh, sorry, I was off a little bit. That was the center field. Look by the way William broke on it, was going toward right. Wynn Fleming underneath it for out number 1. Brings up number 17, Tanner Shillette. Their catcher. He's listed as an 8th grader. That is a big 8th grader. Oh! Almost got him leaning. So it looks like his tactic is to do a short little lead and then kind of get a running start. High outside for ball 1. He's not taking a traditional lead, just kind of a lazy looking lead, and then he kind of gets a little jump. Chopper to the third baseman, Caleb. Caleb over to Landon at second for 1, and he's not going to get the second one for number 2, but he gets the leadoff runner for out number 2. Brings up their second baseman, senior number 7, Carl Schachman. 2 outs, 1 on. Tie game in the bottom of the first. And we have a courtesy runner that came in for the catcher. I can't see his number right now. Try to get it here in a minute. Kind of the same lazy lead again. I assume he's going to jump here in just a second. First pitch misses just outside for ball 1. Rodney shaking off Seth. All right, he's got the sign now. Checks his runner. Comes home with it. Curveball just misses inside for ball 2. 2-0. Rodney steps off. No throw over to first. Just kind of faked him, get him a little bit closer. Next pitch in there for a called strike. Looked like he was taken until he got a strike. Either that or he wasn't ready. Something happened there. Calls time, gets a sign. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Rodney checks his runner back at first. Comes home with it. Ground ball foul down the third base line. In the dirt, Seth keeps it in front of him. 3-2 now, 2 outs. Runner will break on the pitch here. Fly ball to left field. Henry comes in on it, but then realizes he misjudged it, gone back. That one's going to roll the fence. He's going to come around third to score. Ball comes in to Harrison. He's in there with a stand-up double. So a 2-1 lead now for the Northside Falcons here in the bottom of the first. Brings up first baseman number 34, senior Caleb Garcia. 2 outs, runner on second base. 2-1 lead for the Falcons here in the bottom of the first. Landon holding them on a little closer at second. Now backs away. First pitch is popped up. Second baseman Landon going back. Lost it in the sun and in the wind. Coming home with it. Seth's at the plate. Not going to get him in time. Throw was a little bit offline. Falcons bring in another run. The wind carried that one back. Ended up being a little bit deeper than I think either one of them thought it was going to be. So 3-1 now. Up to bat shortstop, number 4 senior Ethan Harrington. First pitch inside for ball 1. Throw over to first, almost got him leaning, but he's in there safely. Ground ball to Caleb. Over, he ends up beating out the high chopper. Caleb had to stay back on that one, let it come back to him, and the quick runner made it to first base. Up to bat now, number 15, third baseman Bradley Davis Jr. Rodney checks his runner at second, comes home with it. Ground ball foul toward the Monarchs dugout. Comes home with it. Little looper into left field. Henry playing really deep is going to come up on that one. Throws into third. Not in time. Runner gets into second base. So single brings in another run. Makes it 4-1 here in the bottom of the first. Henry having to play deep because these guys have been hitting the ball really well. That one gets through, and by the time he got to it, no chance of getting the runner at home or even at third base. So runners at second, third, 2 outs, 4-1 lead for the Falcons. Brings up their left fielder, number 3, Jackson Novak. Fly ball to left center field, Henry dives for it, misses it. Ball rolls to the fence. Wind picks it up, throws it into Harrison. Ball goes past the cutoff man, picked up by Tyler. So a double by Bradley makes it 5-1 Falcons. 6-1, 6-1 Falcons. Brought in 2 on that one. Forgot there were 2 runners on. And we are back to the top of the lineup here. Center fielder number 24, Joe Johnson. He's 1 for 1 on day. Started off with that double and came around to score. Next pitch in the dirt for ball 1, 1-1. Rodney checks his runner at second, comes home with it. Got him with a little looping curve ball there for strike 2, 1-2. Line drive foul, out of play. Rodney checks his runner again at second. Comes home. Ground ball to the shortstop. Harrison stays back on it. Over to first. Tyler stretches for out number 3. But the Falcons get 6 runs on 6 hits. Heading to the top of the first. Falcons up 6-1. We're back here in the top of the second. Monarchs down 6-1. Up to bat first for the Monarchs, center fielder number 2, Win Fleming. Clouds are kind of gathering a little more and the wind's picking up a little bit. First pitch, swinging, strike 1. Wind is blowing a little bit back in our faces, but mainly out to right field. Next pitch down low for a ball, 1-1. Excuse me, 1-1. Swings at a high pitch for strike 2. Next pitch out there for strike 3. The wind goes down swinging. Brings up senior catcher number 18, Seth Fetchy. First pitch gets to the outside corner for strike 1. Down low for a ball, 1-1. Line drive right at the left fielder, though. Takes a step in, then takes a step back for out number 2. Good solid hit, just happened to be right at that left fielder. Brings up first baseman number 7, Tyler Holt. 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch, little looper. Boy, they had him played perfectly. The right fielder barely moved and caught the ball. For out number 3. Boy, he was playing him way shaded to left. and happened to be right where Tyler hit it. So Monarchs go down in order in the top of the second, heading to the bottom of the second, still down 6-1. One change defensively for the Monarchs here in the bottom of the second. Number 6, Caden Woodward, comes in for number 17, Harrison Adelgren. First up to bat for the Falcons here in the bottom of the second, number 10, Caleb Kaneda. Caleb is 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI. First pitch, line drive, foul into the Monarchs dugout, or toward the Monarchs dugout. Bounced off the fence. Next pitch, curveball, just misses inside and a little bit low, I think, for ball 1. 1-1. Outside, ball 2. Two and one on the batter. Tried a little off-speed pitch, missed inside. Ball 3, 3-1. Catches the outside corner for strike 2. Full count now. Just misses for ball 4. Leadoff batter is on here in the the bottom of the second. Brings up designated hitter number 1, Yavin Coleman. First pitch up high for ball. Seems like all their runners kind of take this lazy lead and then do a jump. If you watch them, they're just kind of standing a foot or so away and then do this jump, and he goes. Got him in between. Rodney does a good job running right at him. Throws it. Tyler gets him, tags him out for out number 1. Rodney was good and patient there. You saw him do that little running lead and got him in between. Good play by Rodney to run right at him and force him to make a move back to first base. So 1 out now. 1-0 on the batter. Fly ball. Seth has no idea where it is. Rodney. Throw it down. Not sure what happened there. Should be an out. I'm not sure what happened here. It's saying foul territory. I don't know how it could be foul territory. Rodney wasn't even on the dirt when he touched the ball. The rule is where he touches the ball or where it comes to rest. He touched the ball in foul in fair territory, but then he called it foul so the runner hadn't gone anywhere yet. That should be a fair ball. It was touched in fair ground. But it's going to be, but he called it dead. I don't know if the first base umpire is going to overrule him here, but that was definitely a fair ball. Batter should be out. 1-3. He didn't call him out, so I'm guessing he's going to say it was a foul ball because he called it foul. All right. Well, he's saying it's a foul ball, that he just made a mistake. All right. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Or was that 1 ball, 1 strike? Okay, that's the first strike on the batter. Bad call by the umpire, but little chopper. Seth picks it up, throws it off. Good try by Seth to get him at first base. Not in time to get him, though. So what should have been an out is now a runner at first with 1 out. Runner takes his lead at first base. Got him leaning, but not in time. Good try. This is number 17, Tanner Gillette. First pitch hits him, and he takes his base. Ball stayed inside. Monarchs need to get themselves back together here mentally. They look a little down after what's happened here. Up to bat now, number 7, Carl Schachman. First pitch, catch the outside corner for a strike. He checks the runner at first, now checks the runner at second. Comes home with it. Inside for a ball. Boy, these guys, his left foot is barely in the box. Excuse me, his right foot is barely in the box. Next pitch in there for a called strike. 1-2. Curveball to Caleb at first base. Down low. Got the runner at second. Tried to turn the double play, but got the one out. So runners at first and third now. 2 outs. Up to bat number 34, Caleb Garcia. Seth calls the first and third defense. Tyler holding him on at first. Caleb off the bag at third. Rodney trying to get him jumping, but didn't. So we'll come set again. Nothing going. Ball, I guess, a little bit low for ball one. Pitch outside for ball. Seth fakes the throw down to first. Two 2-0 on the batter. Runner goes. Fly ball to right field. William tracking it, going back, over his head, gonna get to the fence. He picks it up. That's gonna bring 2 runs in. Caleb in there with a stand-up double. Makes the score 8-1, Falcons, here in the bottom of the second. Up to bat now, shortstop number 4, Ethan Harrington. Seth goes out to talk to Rodney real quick. First pitch a little low for ball one. Next pitch up high for a ball. 2-0. Swinging, strike one. Ground ball right at Caleb. Caleb stick, knocks it down, stays with it, throws it over to first, but not in time. Hard shot. Caleb was able to knock it down and stayed with it. Almost had him at first, but just missed him by about a half a step. Brings up third baseman number 15, Bradley Davis Jr. 2 outs, runners on first and second. First pitch up high for a ball. Next pitch catches the inside corner for a strike. Curveball in there, fly ball. Caden sticking with it, squeezes it for out number 3. Well, 2 runs scored because the Monarchs had to make 4 outs in that inning. But regardless of that bad call by the umpire, headed to the top of the third, down 8-1. Here in the top of the third, up to bat for the Monarchs, number 24 right fielder William Fields. I don't think we have any defensive changes for the Falcons here. I believe this is Williams' first step out of this Homeschool World Series. First pitch in there for a called strike. Next pitch down low for a ball. Swinging strike two. 1-2 on William. Ground ball to second baseman. Gets it on the short hop. Throws it over to first for out number 1. Up to bat now, shortstop number 6, Caden Woodward. Caden took place of Harrison Adelgren in the last inning. This is his first time at bat today. First pitch outside for ball 1. I'm joined this inning in the broadcasting booth, I guess you could call it, at the broadcasting table by my wife, Sandy. Next pitch, ground ball to the shortstop. Scoops it over to first base for out number 2. You want to say hi to everyone, hon?
Hi, everyone. I apologize for any faulty camera work. I'm learning as I go.
So my son Benjamin was running the cameras this game, and both Nathan, Benjamin, and Joel all ran them yesterday. Sandy wanted to come over. We do have a change here. We have number 30, David Kennedy, coming in for the pitcher, Rodney Bakken. I assume that David will be on the mound in the bottom of the inning. First pitch swinging, strike 1. David is a freshman. He's one of the, he and Caden are the 2 youngest players on the team, I believe. Next pitch lined right at the first baseman, who just has to lean forward a little bit to grab it for out number 3. Monarchs go in order in the top of the third. Heading into the bottom of the third, still down 8-1. Okay, we got a couple defensive changes for the Monarchs. David Kennedy, who came in to pinch hit for Rodney Bakken, takes the mound. Coming in at first base, number 70, Sam Galbraith, takes over for Tyler Holt. And in left field, number 11, Ethan Willis, takes over for Henry Wolf. 8-1 Falcons in the bottom of the third. Up to bat, number 3, Jackson Novak. First pitch fouled back out of play. Next pitch, curveball that doesn't curve, hits him in the back, and he takes his base. Back to the top of the lineup now, number 24, Joe Johnson. First pitch, ground ball up the middle, right at the second baseman, flips it over to Caden to first, back to first for the double play. Nice little 4-6-3 double play there to clear the bases. Four-6-3. Up to bat now, pinch is number 10, Caleb Kaneda. First pitch in there for a called strike. Good job by Landon keeping his eyes on that. Oh, fly ball to center field. Wynn is tracking it. Going back. Squeezes it for out number 3. So the Monarchs essentially set them down in order here in the bottom of the third, headed to the top of the fourth. Down by a score of 8-1. I was going to say a good job by Landon keeping his eye on the ball there. That ball was hit right at the umpire, who had to dive out of the way, jump out of the way. And Landon was able to keep his eyes on the ball, shoveled it over to Caden at second, and fired it over to Sam at first to complete the double play. First up to bat for the Monarchs, number 23, Landon Trader. Pitch outside for a ball. Next pitch high and outside for a ball. 2-0. Pitch at the knees for a strike. Just misses outside for a ball. 3-1. Landon walked his first time at bat. Swinging strike 2. Full count now on Landon.
You got it, 2-3. Here we go, Lando.
Pops it up right third base side. Looks like it's going to stay fair, and the third baseman comes over and grabs it. I'm sorry, not going to stay in play. Definitely in foul ground.
Did you turn my mic on?
I did. Up to bat now, number 22, third baseman Caleb Fouth. Of course, maybe that was fair because, you know, the umpire gets it backwards maybe. Because the other one was foul, it was clearly fair. Maybe you can call that one. Anyway, I'm still bitter about that. First pitch, catches the outside corner for strike 1. Caleb lines that one to center field. Center fielder over, makes the catch for out number 2. More of a fly ball than a line drive there. Up to bat now, left fielder number 11, Ethan Willis. First pitch in there for a called strike. Ethan was on the base path a couple times in the first game as a courtesy runner. This is his first time at bat in this Homeschool World Series. Grounds that one up the middle, left.
Oh, take the hop.
Past the diving second baseman, in there for a base hit. So Ethan provides the second hit of the day for the Monarchs. Runner on first now, 2 outs. Up to bat, center fielder number 2, Win Fleming. Ethan dives back in easily. Ethan takes his lead again, not very big with a left-hander on the mound. First pitch, inside corner for strike 1. Win gets fooled by the high pitch again, swings at it for strike number 2. 0-2 on Win. Goes past him, swinging for strike number 3, and the Monarchs are down here in the top of the 4th. So we're headed to the bottom of the 4th, same score, 8-1. Couple more changes defensively for the Monarchs. Behind the plate is now number 0, Zach Privatera. First pitch curved back in there for a strike. And at second base now, number 32, Cameron Pelletier taking over the duties for Landon Schrader. Up to bat for for the Falcons is number 1, Yavin Coleman. Pitch number 2 is in there for a called strike. 0-2 now. Oh, that one got away from him. For a ball. Ball 1. That one kind of slipped out of his hand. A little high and outside for ball 2. 2-2. Outside for ball 3. 3-2. So after starting him off with 2 strikes, David's missed on the last 3 pitches. Brings it to full count. Called him out. Says he caught the outside corner for strike number 3. 1 out now. Up to bat, their catcher number 17, Tanner Shillette. Pronounce that Shillette?
That's how I would say it.
We'll go with that. And you think that's Yavin Coleman? That's what I've been saying.
It's probably Jaden.
Javen Coleman? No. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. First pitch up the middle. Cameron tried to make a backhand on it, but gets into center field for a base hit. Ball was hit right back up the middle. Cameron tried to short hop backhand it, but got past his glove. And we're going to have a courtesy runner. I think it was looked like a 16, but I don't see a 16 on their roster, so it must not be. But up to bat now, number 7, Carl Schachman. First pitch, fly ball, right center field. Wynn's having a little bit of trouble tracking it, but catches up to it for out number 2. Up to bat now for the Falcons, number 34, Caleb Garcia. Runner takes a decent-sized lead. David checks him, now a little bit further. Comes home with it, low, gets past Zach, over to the fence. Going to allow him to advance to second base. What a no on Caleb. He is 1 for 2 on the day, 2 RBIs, and has scored a run. Fly ball to right center field. William bounces in front of him, one hops it, fires it into Sam. Sam cuts it, not going to make the throw at home. And so a run comes in. And makes it 9-1. Falcons here in the bottom of the 4th. Up to bat now, number 4, Ethan Harrington. Runner on first, 2 outs. First pitch outside for a ball. Zach thought he got past him, but it just dropped him right between him.
I'm having a little trouble with the camera work, as you can tell.
And the Monarchs are having a little bit of trouble with some ball control here. Oh, that was a ball from another field. That's what it was. I'm wondering where that ball came from. All right, David checks the runner back at first. Comes home with it. Pitch at the letters for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Next pitch, line drive. Drops in front of Ethan. He one hops it, fires it into the cutoff to hold the runners to just 1 base. That brings up number 15, Bradley Davis Jr. David checks his runner back at second. Cam holding him a little close, but not too close. Curveball stays up there, and Zach calls timeout to go talk to his pitcher. I don't know if they got their signs off there. That didn't seem like what Zach was expecting.
I think they're just making plans for dinner.
I'm sure that's what it is. One and 0, 2 outs, 2 on. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch. Gets him with an off-speed pitch swinging for strike 1. Curveball ends up behind the batter. That one didn't break. 2 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch in there, pops it up. Cameron at second base calling for it. Grabs it over his head for out number 3. 1 run comes across for the Falcons, and we are headed to the top of the 5th. Monarchs are down 9-1. First up to bat for the Monarchs in the top of the 5th. Catcher number 0, Zach Privatera. This is his first at bat.
Something happened with the camera.
Oh, did we lose the camera?
We lost the feed of our main camera.
Okay. That's not good. We'll get it here in just a minute. First pitch outside corner for strike 1. Sorry, we lost our main camera here. Actually, honey, you go ahead and call it. Here, I'll get it.
Ball 1 came in high. Next pitch, he fouls it off. Strike 2. Ball 2. We are working on restoring that main camera. A little base hit. It is easily picked up by the first baseman for out number 1. Sam Galbraith is up next. First pitch is a ball, high and outside. Second pitch, baseline, stays fair, heads to the left field, who can't quite get it in time, and Sam is easily safe at first base. I think you may have been able to see some of that with our third base camera. Up next, William Fields, number 24. They're trying to pick Sam off at first. Not successful. Called strike number 1. Still attempting to pick Sam off if you saw him dive back there. Next pitch. Strike 1. I'm sorry, strike 2. Swinging. We've got our main camera restored and coming back at it. I was looking
All right.
down. I apologize. I didn't catch what just happened, but we are back up and running, and Mark will take back over the announcing.
Okay, what do we have here? Sam, after that base hit on first base. 1 out, William up. No balls, 2 strikes. Throw over, Sam dives back in easily. I don't know if the camera overheated or what, but it died. Had to reboot it, got it back going again. Sam takes a lead at first. Pretty big lead, but he's a tall guy. Outside corner for strike 3, and William goes down looking. Brings us back to the top of the lineup. And shortstop number 6, Caden Woodward. Two outs now, runner on first base. First pitch, high and outside for ball 1. Sam gets his lead again. Comes home with it, outside for ball 2, 2-0. Popped up. Catcher has no idea where it is, but the pitcher does, and for out number 3. So the Monarchs get 1 hit, but aren't able to push any runs across. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th, down 9-1. I don't see any defensive changes for the Monarchs here. David Kennedy still on the mound. And up to bat. Looks like we're going to have a... Nope, it's not a pinch hitter. Number 9 person in lineup, Jackson Novak. First pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. Swinging, strike 2. 0-2 now on Novak. Swats at that one, fouls it back, and Sam not able to get it over by the Falcons dugout. One and 2. Actually, oh, that curveball slipped away from him. Actually, I think that is 1 and 2. Joel, 1 and 2. Next pitch. Misses inside for a ball. 2 and 2. Fly ball deep left center field. Wynn tracking it, not able to catch up with it. Ethan picks it up, throws it into Caden, and he's in there with a stand-up double. Foul ball just bounced off our tent. Glad it didn't hit me in the back of the head. Oh, it bounced off yours first. Up to bat now, number 24, Joe Johnson, their leadoff hitter. Runner at second base. First pitch hits him in the foot, and he takes his base.
You take all the words.
Up to bat now, number 10, Caleb Kaneda. Canada?
I would pronounce
Canada?
it Canada.
That one, Canada? Oh, Canada.
you're probably
and,
right,
he just got
Canada.
hit in the back as well. And Coach Hellman's going to take a quick minute to go talk to his pitcher after 2 hits batsman. Bases loaded, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change here in the bottom of the 5th. We'll take a quick break and get back to you in a minute once he's done warming up. Coming in to pitch for the Monarchs is going to be number 22, Caleb Fouth, and David Kennedy will move over to third base. I've just been corrected on my use of the word batsman. Apparently that is only to be used in the game of cricket, according to my wife. She looked it up online.
I had not heard the term, and I asked him about it.
So
and he said,
after
look it up.
2 hit batters. Anyway, brings up number 1, Yavin Coleman. Bases loaded, nobody out. Caleb's first pitch high and inside for a ball. Next pitch in there for a called strike. Up high for a ball, and we almost got hit by another foul ball. Two balls, one strike. Pitch up high, 3-1. That one ripped foul out of play. Brings it to full count. Next pitch. Oh, just misses for a ball. And that's going to walk and run and make it 10-1. So 10-1 in the bottom of the fifth. And there is a 10-run rule in the fifth inning. So if they bring in one more, this game will be over. Up to bat is number 17, Tanner Gillette. First pitch is the ball. Next pitch fouled straight down for strike one. 1-1. Joel, it's 10 runs. Fly ball to right field. William underneath it, grabs it, throws it in. It's going to be cut off by Sam, not in time. And that's 11-1, and that will be the ball game. So, with the 10-run rule in the fifth, that finishes the ball game. For the Monarchs, 1 run on 3 hits with 2 errors. For the Houston Falcons, 11 runs on 12 hits and no errors. With that loss, the Monarchs will drop into the Division II bracket. And we will play on Thursday against the Houston Eagles. The Houston Eagles lost to the Noah Jaguars earlier in the day, so we'll be playing the Houston Eagles. Time is to be determined because it depends on the other Q games that have to be finished up here today, and if any additional Q games are to happen on Thursday. But we'll be back sometime on Thursday for our next broadcast. Tomorrow's a day off. The Monarchs are planning to take it easy, get some rest, and be ready to drive toward another Division II championship. Till then, everyone have a great day.